What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here. We just watched episode 8 of season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Season 3. We're going to be talking full spoilers ahead, so hopefully you had a chance to watch this episode. We'll do a real quick recap. Basically, we start out the episode getting backstory on, what's his name? Higuruma, a lawyer who basically was working, trying to prove a man's innocence in a system that was corrupt and working against him, basically breaking him, and get that scene of him hitting the gavel or whatever and showing off his what is that?
It's a curse spirit or whatever.
Curse spirit thing. And then
Shikigami or whatever they call it.
Yep. Yuji and Megami are both off looking with different people to find that guy, and Yuji ends up finding him. Megami gets led into seemingly a trap, but it's a dude who has like receipts or something all over his body, and he sees that Megami is powerful, wants to team up, implies there's something more to the Culling game than what appears to be so.
It also surprises the girl because he's never asked anyone to join him, I guess.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. And then Yuji talks with Higuruma. I got to get that name down. He's chilling in a bathtub, requests his help with his 100 points. He denies him those, saying that he sees potential in the Culling game, as, you know, the justice can be enacted through this potentially quickly and more justly. And then Yuji basically implies that, you know, he might try and take those points.
I'm gonna need them points.
Yeah. And they get ready to fight, but he throws him in a domain expansion instantly. And Yuji's awaiting judgment. See where that goes. Also, Higurumi kind of implies there's something more to the Culling game, so we're being kind of led into, you know, there's more to things than what seems, which is typical with the show. And then we had the
receipt guy also implies that.
Yeah, which I did. I said that earlier.
Sorry.
And then we get a last shot with Kenjaku, Gato meeting up with people, and we don't know where that's going.
Thanks for inviting me.
Unless you know from the manga, in which don't tell us. No spoilers, please. What do we think?
I mean, it was a good episode, but it was, again, information dense.
Another episode explaining the Culling game.
Yeah, they're really wanting to explain this, like, very, like, Tarantino-esque, I guess, where it's just going to be little bits of information here and there. Maybe not Tarantino, but anyways. Yeah, so, I mean, my first impression, though, is that, like, it was a very, like, nicely drawn episode. Lots of really good animation for an episode where, honestly, there was almost no action, and it was just a lot of, like, movement that was just very buttery smooth. So I think they were just kind of, I think that's just the name of the game for this season. Just make it look good regardless of what they're doing. So, which I love, and hopefully they got enough rest making this season. So,
sure, they got a decent budget, but a lot of these episodes don't really call for action. So you got time and resources, might as well make it look good.
Yeah, it's probably their biggest show they have right now. So
yeah,
yeah, and then like just meeting the new characters is interesting. Obviously, like we know a little bit now because we spent almost half the episode, if not half the episode, learning about the lawyer, the receipt guy. I have no idea about. We did get a little backstory on the guy who led Yuji to the lawyer, though, who seems to just have kind of a personality trait of just blend in, and you won't experience any trouble. And then anyone looking for trouble is an idiot, or who can't handle avoiding trouble is an idiot.
He does warn Yuji when he's entering the building that guy had beat up the propeller guy, and Yuji was like, I also beat that guy up, so at the very least I can just run.
Right.
So
which a little hard to run when you're in a domain expansion. So
sure.
Little different circumstance, I'd say. But yeah, I'm definitely curious to see, obviously, the sorcerer versus sorcerer fight, assuming they're going to fight. And maybe it's just going to be a trial. We'll see.
Maybe they'll explain some stuff for us.
And then maybe Receipt Boy gets some abilities. We get to see why he's wearing all that stuff. Or maybe they're like...
yeah, I'm really curious about him.
Similar to like in a lot of like Japanese stuff where they put talismans on things to ward things. Maybe it's a warding type outfit, and maybe Megumi is not a good match for him. We'll see, right? So
Maybe it's to protect him.
that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe they're protective wards.
Yeah.
And because he's like a spirit user, maybe it's a bad mix-up. I'm totally in speculation zone, and also please don't tell me.
Yeah, please don't tell us anything.
You can just kind of experience where my brain's going.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a fun episode. I need payoff soon though, because we've just done so much talking, and I don't dislike it, but 8 episodes. So
I'm not even necessarily like it needs to be action. Just like some kind of like major event needs to.
well, yeah, and I
needs
don't
to
need
take
action.
place.
Yeah, I just need like something.
Yeah.
Man, come on, give me.
Though it is cool they ran into the lawyer finally, and he seems like an interesting character.
True.
Without getting any spoilers, on Instagram saw people saying they're waiting for him, which they do every season. Like, oh, I've been waiting for this. So it's like
Right,
people
right.
going like, I knew about this already, but like, you know, apparently he does something that that will be impactful. Just like, you know, all the people who were hyping Chozo before he really, you know, did anything of note.
Right.
But yeah, he seems like an interesting character. I liked his backstory. I was confused starting the episode and spending so much time with him.
Right.
And having a complete vibe change of like this whole like lawyer drama where they're like walking around chit chatting, everything's peaceful and
Living life.
living life. And I was like, is this the right, like, did we pick the right show? The hell is this? But it had the intro for JJK. So, but it eventually, you know, makes sense. Specifically, it gives us some context on why he is the way he is and why he's kind of a little weird. Definitely his eyes. He's half time just
Tired.
looking up or looking down. And yeah, he looks like he's in his head a lot, which is interesting that they even are able to convey that with the way the way he looks. So yeah, really interested to see where that goes with him. Curious to see if he'll just be somebody who stays around, or if he'll be like a villain, or like end up joining with them, or whatever after this. Because I don't really. He seems like his intentions are in the right place. He wants justice, but he also seems a little fucking crazy. So
Well, but justice at his version of it, though. So
sure, yeah. Well, that's where he's at now. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's a little crazy. But like his original story, it's like most people can sympathize with. Like
Sure.
you want actual justice in a
the
corrupt
system
system.
can screw you.
Yeah, is wrong. So, you know, of course he agreed with that. So that's something to connect with.
Sure.
But, you know, now it's like he's got a creepy vibe to him, and he threw him in a domain expansion, and he's just like ready to judge Yuji.
Start court.
Yeah. Also, when it comes to the animation, that scene where he like walks down the stairs slowly and the shadow in the background, I thought that was done really well.
Oh, yeah.
They really did a great job on like portraying the lighting of that room. So that scene definitely stuck out for me. When it comes to Megumi being led by the obvious liar, and then running into this chicken man, I'm curious where this goes, because this whole season so far is just meeting people who don't seem very trustworthy and wondering what's going to happen next. Because even, and I forgot his name now, Hiroku? I don't remember.
The blonde guy?
The blonde guy,
Yeah.
yeah. That whole situation was just like, we need your help, but you also don't seem like you want to help us, and things are getting kind of crazy. Now they're working together, but it's like, is that going to keep happening?
Yeah, and I kind of got the vibe when we first met him with the propeller and the jet person, which, God, I'm glad they're gone.
Yeah.
Where he was just doing what he had to do to survive, and then we get his backstory, and this literally his existence. It's just like laying as low as possible to just not have any trouble.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so a lot of different pathways being opened up, just like the last episode and the episode before that. So really curious to see where they lead, what kind of conclusions we can get to, and I want to know what's going on with Kenjaku and that meeting,
secret meeting, yeah.
and also don't spoil it for me, what the Culling game is all about, because everyone's implying there's more to it, which I kind of assumed, because the show definitely always has or at least the story always has something more than what they're showing at the time. So, but yeah, things are getting interesting.
Yeah.
Ready for some payoffs.
Well, and I think we got 4 more episodes of this half of the arc, and then we have to take a break before the second half.
Yeah. So yeah, fun. Definitely looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully we get some things rolling. Although technically we got something rolling in this episode because they were looking for this dude, they found him. So I feel like we're gonna get something out of that in the next episode.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get the vibe that this whole season is just gonna be info, and then we have to wait for core 2 for answers. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, anything else?
No, that was pretty much it.
All right. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this episode. What were some of your favorite parts, least favorite parts? If you have any, anything we didn't talk about that you'd like to talk about, let us know in the comments. And where you think things are going. Unless you know, please don't tell us. And yeah, recommendations for things for us to watch are welcome. We can't watch anything this season, but next season we can take it under consideration. Movies, TV, anime. We have 2 other shows we need to catch up on, but we are watching JJK and Free Run right now, doing episodic reviews. So if you want to watch our episodic reviews, subscribe, check them out. We also have other animes we've watched in the past because when I originally started this channel, I was like, we're going to do like movies and stuff, and now it's just been anime, which is fine. I'm enjoying it, but we have a lot of anime reviews if you want to check those out. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. I've been Seth, this has been Chevy, and we will talk to you guys later.